The episode begins with Min Kyu, who returns home and is greeted by a mini robot, Beetle. As he walks in, he notices Jia and the Santa Maria team cooking for him in the kitchen. The team members inform him that they will be leaving tomorrow and have decided to have a final meal together. Later, during dinner, all of them apologize to Min Kyu for the troubles they have caused him. They also reveal that the robot, Beetle, is their gift for him, which will help him get rid of his boredom. Hearing this, an emotional Min Kyu tells them to stay, making an excuse that it's cold outside. The group immediately obliges, hence making it one happy reunion. On the other hand, Agi3 replays the video of Martin, which mentions that she will be working as a dangerous weapon. She also plays the video of the Santa Maria team, which tells her that she will be working as a human's friend. Confused, Agi3 compares the two videos for a while. She then detects that Martin's video is wrong and deletes it. Back at home, Min Kyu walks to the couch where Jia is sleeping. He sits in front of her and gently kisses her hand. Just then, Jia awakens and inquires about the matter, to which Min Kyu responds that he is sad because the Santa Maria team lost Agi3. She then comforts him with a hug and tells him that they will do their best to find Agi3. Later, Min Kyu and Jia drive to a restaurant, where Min Kyu meets with a woman sent by Madame X. Madame X appears to be the person who has been helping Min Kyu from the beginning. The woman informs him that Martin is a top criminal on Interpol's blacklist, having committed a number of crimes including murder, fraud, and instigating arson. However, he is not held accountable due to a lack of evidence. She then advises Min Kyu to retrieve some secret recordings from Martin's driver, Mr. Zhang. These recordings can apparently expose Martin for the criminal that he is. Madame X then claims that if they are successful in their mission, they will be able to ask Interpol to put Mr. Zhang in the witness protection program. The following day, Min Kyu and Jinbi meet Mr. Zhang in a restaurant. Min Kyu requests that he provide them with the evidence so that they can bring the perpetrator to justice and live happily like before. Min Kyu also assures him about his safety, saying that he will remain under Interpol's protection. After listening to all this, Mr. Zhang is finally convinced and he hands over the recording to Jinbi, who then hands it over to the police. Meanwhile, Jia drives Min Kyu to a wealthy businessman's office, where the Agi3 deal is about to take place. Fortunately, they arrive just before the agreement and inform them that the deal isn't happening. But when Min Kyu learns that Agi3 has disappeared, he quickly informs the Santa Maria team. Later, Martin, enraged by the cancellation of the deal, directs his assistant to locate Agi3 and delete all of its data as soon as possible. Martin blackmails an associate into finding Agi3, or else his father will have to suffer. After assigning work to them, Martin decides to flee the country in order to avoid the cops. Meanwhile, Agi3, who is unable to get back home, sits on the bench with a beggar. The beggar tells her to go away, but Agi3 initiates the conversation. Slowly, the two start getting comfortable, and the king beggar hands her a bus ticket so she can return home. Elsewhere, the Santa Maria team is watching the CCTV footage and trying to locate Agi3, while Min Kyu, Jia, and Martin's man are searching for the robot on the streets. After some time, Martin's man finds Agi3 entering a computer showroom. She uses a computer to find the direction to Min Kyu's place and takes the bus there. Soon after, Martin's man enters the showroom and learns where Agi3 is heading, so he immediately informs Martin's assistant about it. After a while, Agi3 gets off the bus and begins walking towards Min Kyu's house. Just then, she is approached by an uncle-nephew duo, who appear to like Agi3 a lot. They offer her a ride home, but Martin's men stop them just as they are about to leave. They are about to take Agi3 away, but fortunately, the cops also arrive at the scene and apprehend the bad guys. A few moments later, Dr. Han arrives and takes Agi3 back to the Santa Maria lab. All the team members rejoice that she is finally back. Later, Min Kyu and Jia return home, both appearing to be relieved. After a brief conversation, Jia decides to return to her place, but Min Kyu stops her, pretending to be hungry. While Jia prepares gimbat for him, Min Kyu pulls her close and kisses her. That night, the Santa Maria team dines together and watches Agi3's journey of going out in public for the first time. All of them are proud of how Agi3 connected with the people. Following this, Dr. Hong informs them that it is time to change Agi3's face, so they all wave their final goodbyes to her. The next day, Min Kyu meets Madame X and hands her a pendrive containing Martin's confession video, which he obtained from Agi3's database. Later that night, he decides to carry out such a move that no one will ever be able to take advantage of his illness again. The next day, Min Kyu musters all of his courage and walks into the media conference, where he confesses to having a human allergy, shocking everyone. He also claims to be gradually recovering from it. Furthermore, he discusses his recent encounters and expresses his gratitude to the robot, his assistant, Jin-bi, and all his employees who helped him get through the illness. In addition, he reveals his business strategy of investing heavily in AI-based robots to assist the people in need. He also mentions Dr. Han, the robot professor who will be in charge of their project. Surprisingly, as soon as he reveals everything, the stock price of his company begins to skyrocket. Min Kyo appears to be content as things are finally falling into place. He then dials Jia-ah's number, who invites him on a romantic evening stroll. But as he is about to leave, he notices Jin-bi. It appears as if the latter hasn't changed his mind about resigning, so he again requests Min Kyo to process it. After a while, Jia takes Min Kyo out for some street food where he informs her about her brother's resignation. He wonders how he can persuade Jin-bi to stay, but she also has no answers. Later that night, Min Kyo returns home and discusses it with the Santa Maria team. One of the employees believes that Jin-bi may not like working under his sister's boyfriend. However, the team doesn't have a proper solution, so Min Kyo heads to his room, upset. On the other hand, Jia is having dinner with her brother and sister-in-law, Hongju. Taking advantage of the opportunity, she questions Jin-bi about the reason for his resignation. When Hongju learns of this, she becomes angry and orders Jin-bi to take back the resignation letter. The latter doesn't want to change his mind, but because of his demanding wife, he has no choice but to agree. The next day, Jin-bi calls Min Kyo in a coffee shop to take his resignation letter back. However, Min Kyo believes that Jin-bi is only being pressured by others, so he agrees to process the resignation. He also tells Jin-bi that he will always be welcome if he changes his mind. Hearing this, Jin-bi becomes emotional and decides to not resign. The scene then shifts to a few years later when Dr. Hong announces the creation of a new AI robot at a press conference. On the other hand, Jin-bi is now the managing director of Min Kyo's multi-billion-dollar company. After work, he and his family drive to Min Kyo's place. Yuchiol and Ryel, who are now together, go to Min Kyo's house to meet him. Elsewhere, Jia is presenting some of her crafted lamps to international buyers. Luckily, the buyers are impressed with the product, and hence, they agree to the deal. And as soon as the meeting is over, Jia rushes to Min Kyo's place. The same night, we see a soldier getting off the bus and walking towards Min Kyo's house. As the soldier enters the gate, Jia welcomes him. It is revealed that the soldier is none other than Min Kyo himself. They are both overjoyed to be reunited after such a long time. Following this, Jia takes him inside, where everyone is waiting for him. However, as they walk, Jia slips and is about to fall, but Min Kyo holds her. The series concludes with both of them sharing a romantic kiss. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on the notification, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you.